Hello, everyone, my dear friends around the world, and especially to all the strong, kind hearts across America. I'm Dr. Danielle Moore, and today I want to share with you a message straight from my heart. No matter where you live in a bustling city, a cozy suburban home, or a quiet countryside, I believe we all share one common desire: to live healthy, happy lives, and to feel deeply connected to ourselves and to the people we love. We are living in a time of great change where technology moves faster than our heartbeat, where people often forget to listen to their own bodies and forget that health isn't just about the physical, it's also about the mind and the heart. And that's exactly why I'm here to remind you that it's never too late to start over, to take care of yourself, and to live fully no matter your age or your circumstances. I believe in the renewal of energy, in healing from within, and above all, I believe in the strength of the human heart, especially when we come together to share knowledge, kindness, and hope. Today I want to share with you the secret to reversing aging after 40. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and wondered, when did my body start aging like this? One day you suddenly realize your legs aren't as quick as they used to be. Your back feels slightly bent, and each time you get up from a chair, you have to push with your hands. I've met hundreds of patients like that, people who used to be so energetic, but now feel as if age is slowly stealing their vitality and strength. But the truth is, it's not age. It's that your body has been neglected. I want you to imagine this. Your body is like a house. If you never go inside to clean, repair, or take care of it, dust builds up, the paint fades, and the house begins to decay, not because of time, but because it's been forgotten. And one of the simplest ways to renovate that house is through something called the deep squat. It might sound ordinary, right? But I'm not talking about heavy squats in the gym with weights and sweat pouring down your face. I'm talking about a natural movement, something your body was born to do. Sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up slowly, with control. That's the deep squat, a golden natural anti-aging exercise. When you perform squats, you awaken your entire body. Not just your legs, but your core, your back, your hips, and even your nervous system. Your blood circulates more strongly, your heart beats more steadily, your joints get lubricated, and your bone density stays strong. These little things over time make a huge difference. I remember one of my patients, Linda, 68 years old. She once told me, "Doctor, I don't dare sit on the floor anymore. I'm afraid I won't be able to stand back up." We started with just 5 squats a day. Very gentle sometimes, she only lowered herself a few inches. 3 months later, she could stand up from a chair without using her hands. 6 months later, she smiled and said, "I feel 10 years younger." The miracle doesn't lie in how many squats you can do, but in the fact that you start. Every time you sit down and stand back up, you're telling your body, "I'm still in control of myself." Science has proven this too. People who can perform a full deep squat and stand up without assistance tend to have better cardiovascular health and longer lifespans. Not only does the body grow stronger, but the brain also becomes more responsive because the nervous system is activated as you maintain balance. And I want you to remember this: aging isn't what takes away your strength. Inactivity is the real enemy of aging. So next time you have a few minutes in the morning after your coffee or before going to bed, stand up, plant your feet firmly, take a deep breath, and try a few squats. It doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to begin. I promise you, your body will thank you, not just today, but 10 years from now. You can't stop time, but you can choose how you age. And sometimes, just one simple squat is enough to reclaim the youth you thought you'd lost. Your body doesn't age quickly. It's the lack of movement that makes us grow old. Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt your body heavier than before? Your knees creak as you step out of bed. Your back feels stiff when you bend to tie your shoes. And you sigh thinking, "I guess I'm just getting old." But what I want to tell you today is this: no, you're not old. Your body is simply responding to too much silence. That silence, the neglect of movement, is what truly accelerates aging beyond your years. I've seen this pattern repeat over and over again in hundreds of patients throughout my years in medicine. One woman, 45 years old, once told me, "Doctor, I'm only in my early 40s, but I feel like I'm living in the body of a 60-year-old. She didn't have any serious illness. It's just that after years of office work, sitting too much and moving too little, her muscles began to weaken, her bones lost strength, and her energy started to fade. That's what science calls sarcopenia, the natural loss of muscle mass that begins after age 40. Every year, if we don't stay active, we can lose up to 1 to 2% of our muscle mass. That may sound small, but after 10 years, that's nearly 20% of your strength gone. And suddenly, every movement feels heavier, slower, and we start telling ourselves it's just age. But think of your body like a car you once loved. If you drive it, often change the oil, clean it, and take care of it, it'll still run smoothly even when it's old. But if you let it sit in the garage for months, the oil dries up, the tires deflate, the battery weakens. Not because it got old, but because it was forgotten. Our bodies are the same way. They don't age quickly. They simply wait for us to use them, to activate them, to wake them up again. Aging doesn't begin with wrinkles on your skin. It begins the moment you stop moving. When you stop walking, your muscles stop responding, your bones stop bearing weight, and your blood flow slows down. That's when your internal energy system begins to fall asleep. But here's the good news, you can absolutely reverse that. Just 10 to 15 minutes of movement a day can change everything. Your muscles start to grow stronger, your bones get denser, your breathing deepens, and you begin to feel young again in the truest sense. So if you're watching this video, I want you to pause for a second and ask yourself, when was the last time I truly moved for myself? If it's been a while, maybe today is the day to start again. Not because you fear aging, but because you deserve to feel alive in your own body. Age is something we can't control, but how we treat our bodies, that's completely in our hands. And remember, you don't need to do anything extreme to feel young again. Sometimes simply moving is already your first step against aging. Let me tell you something fascinating. Our bodies have the power to rejuvenate, not just through diet, sleep, or skincare, but through a special hormone your body can create on its own. It's called growth hormone, or GH, the youth hormone. Sounds scientific, right? But in truth, this is the inner flame of youth inside every one of us. When GH is activated, your body starts repairing cells, rebuilding muscle tissue, burning fat, and keeping your skin firm. In other words, it's like flipping your body's natural youth switch back on. And it all starts with something simple. Do slow, deep squats every day. That's where the magic happens. When you move, especially with exercises that activate large muscle groups like squats, your body understands we're still alive. We still need this strength. Then your central nervous system sends signals to your pituitary gland, the source of your natural growth hormone. No pill, no anti-aging cream can do that naturally. You just need to move consistently and with purpose. If you want to feel younger, teach your body to believe that you still are. Every squat you do sends that message to your cells, your joints, your heartbeat. Each time you lower yourself and rise again, your body whispers, I'm still here. I'm still strong. I know what you might be thinking, but I'm not as flexible or energetic as I used to be. And I understand that. Because starting, that's always the hardest part. But trust me, after just a few weeks, you'll start to notice the change. Not only in your body, but in your mind. You'll feel alive again instead of just existing. Your body never betrays you. It's only waiting for you to remember how to love it and how to use it the right way. And sometimes, one small exercise like the deep squat is enough to awaken the youthful system that's been sleeping inside you. Start today. Because every single squat is one step backward against the direction of aging. You know, there's something I've heard again and again throughout more than 10 years of working with patients, over 50. I don't dare to squat. I'm afraid my knees will hurt. Or, at my age, every workout feels like an injury waiting to happen. And I understand because that fear comes from real experiences. One sore knee, one slip, one thought like I'm too old for this. All of it makes us pull back, move less, and stay still more. But do you know the ironic truth? It's actually stopping movement that makes your body weaker faster than any injury ever could. The human body is incredibly smart, but also easy to misunderstand. When you stop using a group of muscles, your body assumes, oh, I guess we don't need this strength anymore. And so your muscles shrink, your bones lose density, your joints stiffen. Fear makes us stop moving, and that stillness is what truly ages us. When a baby learns to walk, it falls dozens of times, but it never gives up. It falls, gets up again, and that's exactly how it becomes stronger every single day. So why, as adults, do we lose that spirit? Why do we fear movement, fear strength, when those are the very languages of life? You don't have to squat deep like an athlete. You just need to squat correctly and consistently. Start by holding onto the back of a chair, lower yourself just a few inches, and feel your body. Listen to every motion, every signal. It's not a challenge. It's a conversation between you and your own body. And the miracle is, once you begin, your body remembers. Each day it responds with more balance, more flexibility, more vitality. Sometimes youth doesn't come from a serum or a supplement. It comes from a single decision. I will not let fear define my body. Every time you squat, you're not just training your legs, you're training your belief that you can still be strong, still be young, and still begin again at any age. Our bodies are truly miraculous. They can heal, rebuild, and even rejuvenate themselves. We've simply forgotten how to activate that ability. Inside you, there's a special switch. Every time you move properly, especially when you squat, that switch flips on releasing a powerful hormone called growth hormone GH, your body's natural rejuvenation hormone. This isn't a lab-made miracle. It's a built-in gift designed to help you recover, rebuild, and stay youthful. I remember a few years ago, one of my patients, Linda, was 62. She came to me with a familiar concern: I get tired easily. My skin is sagging. I feel soft, like I've lost all my strength. We didn't start with pills or vitamins. I simply taught her one thing: to squat every day, slowly with control only, within what her body allowed. After 2 months, I didn't just see her body change. I saw her eyes shine brighter, her voice grow stronger, and her skin come alive again. That wasn't magic. That was pure, beautiful biology. When you squat, the largest muscle groups in your body activate, and in response, your body releases growth hormone. This hormone is like a quiet repair crew inside you. It rebuilds cells, burns fat, restores muscle tissue, and strengthens your bones. The more you move correctly, the more GH your body produces. The longer you stay still, the more this hormone sleeps. Each squat is like a dose of your own natural youth hormone. People often laugh when I say that, but a few weeks later, they come back and say, "Doctor, I'm sleeping better. Doctor, my mood feels lighter. My skin looks different." That's the real power of growth hormone. It doesn't just change your body, it uplifts your spirit. Science has proven that GH not only repairs your tissues, but also boosts your energy, lifts your mood, and even eases anxiety and fatigue. You don't need to chase youth in surgeries or expensive pills. Youth is already inside you. It's in every squat, every deep breath, every decision to rise instead of sit still. Each time you move, your body isn't just burning calories, it's sending a message to every single cell: I'm still alive. I still want to be young. I still want to be strong. And when your body hears that message, it responds with health, with energy, with life. So next time you feel tired or catch yourself thinking, I'm too old for this, remember, you are not too old to begin. You're just one squat away from waking up your body and your youth. Remember, this age is not your enemy. It's stillness that truly makes you old. And sometimes the secret to staying young is just one squat and one brave breath to begin. I know sometimes it's not just your body that feels tired. It's your spirit too. Those mornings when you wake up with no energy, those nights you can't sleep, that feeling that life itself is getting heavier. But it's not age that exhausts us. It's the silence of the body. Every time you move, especially with simple exercises like squats, your body isn't just working. It's speaking to your brain in the language of life. When your major muscles in your legs, hips and back are activated, your brain releases a beautiful hormone called endorphins, what many call the happy hormones. I've seen people completely transform just by starting to move again. Ellen, 54, once told me she felt like she had lost herself. She couldn't sleep, felt anxious, and got irritated over little things. Instead of prescribing medication, I asked her to do just one simple thing: 10 slow, gentle squats every morning with deep, mindful breathing. 2 weeks later, she came back, not with dramatic medical results, but with something much more powerful, a real smile. She said, "I don't know why, but every time I move, I feel calmer. I sleep better. It feels like I've found a part of myself again." That's endorphins at work. Tiny molecules of happiness your body creates on its own. They calm your nerves, ease pain, reduce stress, and bring a deep natural peace that no medicine can replace. And the amazing thing is, those hormones don't just appear after you finish exercising. They begin the very moment you start to move. So tomorrow morning, before you grab your phone, before your first cup of coffee, stand up, take one deep breath, and do 5 slow squats. Feel your legs holding you up. Feel your breath filling your chest. Feel your heartbeat waking up to life again. That's not just exercise. That's a ritual of connection between your body and your soul. Endorphins don't just make you happy. They help you focus better, sleep deeper, and most importantly, they remind you that you're still in control of your life. I truly believe that every healing journey begins with one small action. Your body never betrays you. It's only waiting for you to remember how to love it again. So move. Not to look younger, but to live fully. I know that when people hear about exercising or lifestyle changes, many feel afraid. Afraid they're not strong enough. Afraid they won't stay consistent. Or simply afraid to begin. But you know what? My goal has never been perfection. It's progress. James, 68, once told me, "Danielle, I can't squat. I'm too weak. If I sit down, I can't get back up." And I told him, "That's okay. We don't need a deep squat. We just need a squat that's right for you. When you start small. If your body isn't used to it, use a chair for support. If you can't go deep, just bend your knees a little. Breathe slowly. Feel every movement. Let your body adapt one day at a time. No workout is perfect from the start. No one becomes strong overnight. But every time you try, even for 5 minutes, you're reminding yourself that you're choosing you. Progress happens quietly, in those tiny moments. When you stand up, even though you're tired. When you move, even if no one's watching. When you choose self-care instead of waiting another day. I've met so many people chasing perfection. Perfect diets, perfect routines, perfect bodies. But the ones who go the farthest are the ones who accept that they don't need to be perfect to begin. Because youth isn't a condition of the body, it's a state of mind. You don't have to be perfect to start, but you do have to start to become better. So remember, every squat you do, every breath you control, is one small step toward the healthiest, happiest, and freest version of yourself. Please remember you are not alone on this journey. We're growing stronger together one day at a time. From my heart to yours, thank you for listening, for believing, and for walking this healing path with me. I'm deeply grateful to be by your side. In a community built on kindness, understanding, and hope. With all my love, Dr. Danielle Moore.